Hi guys, how are you all? So, I really wanted to come here and share with you all a little bit a story about how this nature connected gardening thing all of a sudden is coming up in my posts and in my stories and things like that. So, I thought I would really sit and share with you all a little bit. So, take up your cups of coffee or tea, whatever. So, the interesting thing is, there was in no way I was going to open the containers of nature connected gardening again, but there were some very strong signs which showed up in front of me, and I couldn't ignore them. And that's how since last year, the last winter season, I was growing all these vegetables outside, outside this boundary wall. I have a huge patch where I grow all my vegetables, herbs, flowers, and everything. And when everything came to bloom, it really brought this feeling that my heart was feeling so full seeing them, right? So beautiful to see my plants. Those of you who follow me since old times, you know that plants are like babies to me. Then that same thing happened when the summer season was on bloom. The flowers, the vegetables were on bloom, different colors. Everybody who was passing by was like passing their remarks. And then in this season, I mean, it's like only a month or a month and a half that everyone who is passing by from my this street, this corner street where I'm growing my vegetables, every person who is passing by, and they will stop and they will look at my plants, and they will just, everybody is saying to me, what are you adding to your soil, what are you adding to your plants, I mean, what are you giving them that they look so vibrant, and they give you a feeling of this this fullness, this beauty, this bloom, this full of life feeling. And every now and then, people are just stopping me and asking what I'm doing to my plants. Yes, so I was just feeling this continuous feeling of fulfillment in my heart, right? And since last, I'm almost 6 months, I was hearing these inner voices and this desire that, I really want to share with people who, how I'm doing this, how I'm growing, how it is so fulfilling inside and fulfilling outside, and it is so simple, right? And I was feeling this deep desire to share this wisdom, share this beauty, share this experience with people to an extent that I started feeling some lump in my throat that this needs to go out. This needs to go out from myself. And then recently I attended this medicine event by my teacher Perry Chase, and one of the things which he was talking about in the event was what are those skills and those gifts you have in which you have spent tens and thousands of hours, and even if you have something or you don't have something, or you have resources or you don't have resources, you this thing, this gift, this skill just flows from you, and it just flows and flows and flows. And that's the moment where everything clicked, that how nature had been one of the biggest teacher when I was in that wounded place, and that inner desire and voice from my heart, and all the praises where I'm hearing from people, that what, yeah, so that's how everything clicked. My inner desire, teachings from the medicine event, and then these praises from the residents of the society. And then I recently heard that the society is allowing people to use the land to do agri farming, and all these pieces were fitting into the place where I felt like, yes, I mean, the feminine, the truth and the teachings from the last 10 years, the hands in my soil, and experimenting with my way, how I feel, how my body feels aligned with working with the soil and plants, is really now in a place to be shared, really now in a place to be shared with people. And that's how. So then I sat down with my journal and I started writing down, so what are my teachings, and tuck, 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 tuck. 5 lessons were completely clearly in front of me, that these are the 5 lessons which are beginner level, which are the most important, and which I feel that I would like to share with everyone, whoever is interested, anyone who is interested in gardening or not, anyone who's a beginner level, anyone who is growing their food from like decades. This is the teaching and the medicine for everyone. So I will be teaching 5 brand new lessons, workshops, all around the concept of nature connected gardening. So all of you who learned composting from me 10 years back, or who did the seed union ceremonies with me 3-4 years back, and all of you who have known me as a gardener, who have known me as a composting teacher or a gardening teacher, this is also something totally new and so beautiful, an inner journey coming out in your garden. And I don't really feel that this is going to be my continuous offering, but at this point in time, I feel like that this body of work is feeling a sense of completion to be shared, right? So I don't know that I will be teaching it continuously live, but right now I feel so open and ready to teach it live as well as online. And it is going to be a very slow, intuitive, moving from your inner guidance system kind of a workshops and classes. So it's not just that there's a pot and you are sowing seeds and you are watering and there is compost and blah blah blah. I don't use compost at all now. I don't use cow dung at all, maybe once in a year kind of a thing. So this is something which I would really invite each and every one of you who really desires a slow living, who really wants to connect with their inner voice and seed outside in their gardens. I would encourage all of you to take it. Yeah, so I will be teaching it both face to face here in my garden, sitting in this very lawn, and you will be able to see or witness my kitchen, my backyard, my garden as the teaching sites. And I will also be teaching it completely online for the online audience who cannot join me here at my home. I would also be doing early bird registration for single workshops, or you can buy the whole course for those people who cannot afford much. So it comes in that bracket as well. And after the early bird, the prices will go up. So if this is something which calls to you, drop me a message. I would love to. And one thing which I can promise you is, it's just not a gardening course, right? It's not just a gardening workshop. You will feel a sense of fulfillment in it, a fulfillment where you feel you are connected to your inner self, and then you feel that connection with the soil, with the plants, with water, with insects, with pests, right, with sunlight. So my inner child is like jumping with excitement in my heart that I am sharing this with you, because there has been so much excitement within me. It didn't let me sleep the whole night. Oh, I'm getting up in the morning and sharing about my baby plants with you. So look.